Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 2 of our Dublin Celtic Tigers franchise, and we are ready to battle off against the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's going to be our destination in this episode, but our first home game will be next week against the New York Giants at home. And then we have 3 straight road games. Our next one being the Minnesota Vikings. Speaking of the Vikings, we beat them last episode 58-0. I'll have the link to the video if you guys want to check it out in the description. And week 5, we're going to be home against the Cleveland Browns. So our next road game will not be until week 6 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, where we'll be at the 4-1-2. So without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff. Yes.
It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Cam Newton.
So Cam Newton makes his debut back to Charlotte. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as the Dublin Celtic Tigers are ready to kick off, and the Carolina Panthers are ready to return this kickoff. And it's a nice, bright, sunny day in Charlotte as we see Teddy Bridgewater step onto the field for the first time in this episode for the Carolina Panthers. So he's been the starting quarterback ever since Cam Newton left the team after the 2019 season. So now Bridgewater, he throws the football deep. That's going to be incomplete. We're going to blitz here on defense. 2nd and 10 now from the 29-yard line here in Charlotte. So they're going to throw the football. That's going to be an incomplete pass. 0 for 2 for Bridgewater, the former Minnesota Vikings quarterback, as it's now going to be a 3rd and 10 here for the Panthers. And Bridgewater does get sacked by Fred Warner, and we get our first sack of the game. So now they have to punt, and we get to return. So Antonio Brown, former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver, gets to return this punt here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. So he gets to run the field. AB does get stopped at the 37-yard line, and we see Cam Newton stepping onto the field for the first time. Former Panther, got drafted 1st round, 2011, 1st overall pick from the University of Auburn. So Cam Newton hands the football off to the running back Frank Gore. He does a nice juke move, and he does another one, and he jumps on into the end zone for a touchdown. And that's going to be a 37-yard touchdown, and the Dublin Celtic Tigers score their first touchdown of the game, and they will lead this one 7-0 here in Charlotte. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 33 as he hands the football off to the Stanford product, Christian McCaffrey, and he had 15 rushes, 56 yards, and 1 touchdown from their last game, and he did gain about 2 yards there on that play. So 2nd and 8 now, and he does get sacked by Frank Clark, as this will now be a 3rd and 13 now here for the Carolina Panthers, as they have possession of the football. They're just going to supposedly throw it, and he actually scrambles, but the question is, will he get the first down? The answer will supposedly be no, as this will now be 4th and 5, and Antonio Brown will be ready to return the punt here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. So Dublin, he's ready to return, and he does unfortunately get stopped down around the 42, And now this will be a 1st and 10 here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers, rather. And Cam Newton, he's ready to throw his first pass at Bank of America Stadium. So now he's going to throw this to Chris Godwin, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver. That time gains 37 yards on that play. And this will be a 1st and 10. So now we're going to use a double slants route on 1st down. So 1st and 10, we're basically around the red zone. And now Newton throws this. Marvin Jones gets that touchdown for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. And Marvin Jones gets his first touchdown of the game, the 3rd on the year. So we'll see you guys in the 2nd quarter. All right, now this is 3rd and 21, beginning of the 2nd quarter here for the Carolina Panthers as they are ready to throw this football pretty deep and possibly get a 1st down. So they throw the football that time. It is incomplete whatsoever. And Antonio Brown is ready to return the punt here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. So I'm not going to do a fair catch. It's telling me to do so, but I'm not going to do that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to return it, and I do get stopped at the 42-yard line. And this will be a 1st and 10 now. So we're going to use a Z-spot pass play on 1st down and 10. So Newton, he's ready to throw this football. I'm going to pass it to George Kittle. That's going to be incomplete there. First incomplete pass of the game for Cam Newton, and despite returning to Charlotte in a Celtic Tigers uniform. Anyway, Chris Godwin does get a reception there. 3 for 4, 70 yards. And this will be a 1st down and 10 from the 29. And Newton, he is ready to throw this football. He's going to pass this to Kittle. He does catch it whatsoever, but the answer, does he get the touchdown? No, he does not whatsoever. 2nd down and 10 now here for Dublin as Newton, he's going to fire this in. And Antonio Brown gets a reception, 4 for 6, 95 yards. And Antonio Brown does get his first reception of the game, which is good. Anyway, 1st and goal. We're at the 4-yard line. So Newton throws it, incomplete pass. And this will be a 2nd and goal. So we're at the 4-yard line. So Newton throws it, gets it into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. Antonio Brown gets his first receiving touchdown of the game. And look at them playing tug of war. And Antonio Brown wins it on that celebration. So we'll see you guys We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now this is 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line here in Charlotte, as now DJ Moore gets that reception, and this will be a 1st and 10. They're at the 21-yard line, and they might get their first touchdown of the game. Maybe not on that play, but he did get sacked whatsoever. 21-0 still here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's now 2nd and 13. We have our 4th sack of this game. So now they throw the football that time. It's going to be incomplete. So now we're going to blitz on the defense. 3rd down and 13 now from the 24 here in Bank of America Stadium. So they throw this football. Christian McCaffrey, does he make that 1st down? No, he does not, but they do have an opportunity to score 3 points in whatsoever. If they do make it, they get 3 points, and we return a kickoff. So they're going to kick it, and the question is, does he make it? The answer is yes. So with that being said, we'll see you guys at kickoff. Okay, now it is kickoff time here in Charlotte, and Antonio Brown, he is ready to return the kickoff. and he's going to get stopped down around the 28. We'll see you guys in the second half. Okay, now it is kickoff time. This is the beginning of the second half here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and now Antonio Brown, the former Pittsburgh Steeler, he was on the cover. He was a cover athlete of Madden 19, and oh, he is gonna return this all the way, and it will look like it's gonna be a touchdown. He proves that front flip, and he gets it into the end zone. 107-yard touchdown return. So the Dublin Celtic Tigers take that 29-3 lead as we're going to attempt a 2-point conversion, and after the 2-point conversion, we're going to take a break, and we'll see you guys when we are back on offense. So, Newton, he hands the football off to Frank Gore. Gore gets it into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. Oh, wow, and Richard Sherman gets an INT, and the question is, will he return it all the way? Yes, he will, and he will get his first INT return touchdown of the season. 50-yard return by the Dublin Celtic Tigers. What a great job, by the way. So, he's going to take it to the house. So, Sherman, he reads the quarterback and the receivers. So, he catches it with both hands and runs it to a straight line. Gets that into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Celtic Tigers. We're going to take another break. All right, now this is going to be a 4th and 17, 36-3 lead here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. And the Panthers punt this away. And Antonio Brown, as you guys saw earlier in this quarter, returned an incredible kickoff return for a touchdown. And now we are on offense. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. We got our quarterback Cam Newton. We're actually going to run it with Newton, even though this is a passing play. I still like his speed, so we gain 19 yards, and it will be a 1st down here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. So we're going to use the PA crossovers on 1st and 10 from the 33 here in Charlotte. So Newton, he's going to throw this pretty deep, and he catches it one-handed, Marvin Jones Jr. that time. So that is going to be a 33-yard touchdown, and we'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. So he threw this pass pretty deep and Marvin Jones actually caught it one-handed and got it into that end zone pretty easy. Okay, now this is 4th and 20 here for the Carolina Panthers as they have to punt this away, and Antonio Brown is ready to return the punt here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. So he does unfortunately get stopped at the 43-yard line. This will be a 1st and 10 here for the Panthers, for the Celtic Tigers, excuse me. But we're going to do a passing play off 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So now Cam Newton throws this football too deep, actually. 6 for 10. But we're at the 43-yard line whatsoever. Still 2nd and 10. We're just going to throw the football to Chris Godwin, and he does get that reception. 7 for 11, 151 yards. 3 touchdowns for Newton in this game. But we're going to change up our offense. So I'm thinking about using T.Y. Hilton. Oh, wait, he's injured. And then I'll use some Alshon Jeffery as my wide receiver. So we really haven't seen him a lot in this episode today. So Alshon Jeffery does get that reception. 8 for 12, 163 yards. And this will be a 1st and 10. So he claims his first reception of this whole game. So, and we're easily winning this 43-3. So Newton is crushing his former Panthers in his home turf. So anyway, Alshon Jeffery gets his first receiving touchdown of the game, and the Celtic Tigers are going to lead it 50-3. All right, now this is going to be a 2nd and 17 here for the Carolina Panthers, and they throw this football to Christian McCaffrey, and he does not make a first down. Okay, 3rd and 2 now here for the Panthers, and they do get that first down. So, 1st and 10, by the way, at the 38. So he's going to scramble the football, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. So, 2nd down and 10, incomplete, by the way. So, they're at the 38-yard line. So, supposedly, they're going to throw the football, and he does get sacked whatsoever. And this will be a 3rd and 6 now here for the Carolina Panthers. It's a 14-second runoff, and this will result in a 4th and 6. But the question is, they attempt the field goal. The question is, will they make it from long range, or will they just miss it? So the answer is, they actually do make that field goal. So the Panthers do get another 3 points, but they haven't scored a touchdown all game. And that's pretty much why we're winning, because we scored more touchdowns than Carolina. Antonio Brown returns this, and he's going to get stopped at the 32. 58 seconds to go, and we're going to get our 2nd win of the regular season in for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. So we're hoping to get our first Super Bowl appearance as Dublin. And we do get that reception. 10 for 14, 190 yards. So he's nearly at that big 200. So that's really good, as a matter of fact. So we want to be the best spectacular, because that's why I traded and signed all these free agents during the offseason, so I can build my own super teams like I've done for Mexico City with Aaron Rodgers on one of my teams. So I like to use Newton. I like to have the either 80s or 90s, even some veterans that are at a 60 or a 70. And Alshon Jeffery gets that touchdown reception. This will be his 2nd of the game. And we're going to attempt a 2-point conversion, actually. We're actually going to fake this punt. So we're going to actually fake the PAT. And then, supposedly, Gronk, he's trying to run it, and it's no good. We'll see you guys at the end of the game. So that is it. The game is over. The Dublin Celtic Tigers win their 2nd game, and they win in their 2nd road game. So next episode, we will face off against the New York Giants in Dublin, Ireland. So that's going to be a fun matchup to see. The first game in Shamrock Stadium in Dublin Celtic Tigers franchise history. Anyway, Cam Newton, 158.3 passer rating, 12 out of 16 there, 242 yards, 5 touchdowns on the day. Teddy Bridgewater, only 1 INT, and that was the touchdown, as a matter of fact, from Richard Sherman. So, Frank Gore did get a rushing touchdown. He only had 1 broken tackle. And Antonio Brown had 4 receptions, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. He did have a kickoff return for a touchdown in the second half, by the way. Marvin Jones had 2 touchdowns. Alshon Jeffery had 2 touchdowns himself. Let's see here. Chris Jones had 2 sacks. Cameron Wake, Malcolm Jenkins, Kenny Clark, and Tavon Wilson, along with Fred Warner, all had 1 sack. Richard Sherman, like I said, had an INT, and he returned it, I believe, for 52 and scored that touchdown. So kick return wise, AB, he had 108 yards, and it was a kickoff. So all I want to say is thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great Thursday evening, everybody.